Welcome to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with our producer, Alex Snyder. Good morning.
Good to be here.
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
Good. I bet you're enjoying this nice fall weather.
I am. I like wearing sweaters again.
Yes, yeah, I know. It is a little easier to get dressed in the morning when you know it's going to be not 90 degrees when you leave the office later. So, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did.
Did you do anything?
No, I didn't. I didn't do much.
No?
No.
All right. Did you make it to farmer's market last week?
No.
Alex, you're killing me.
There's one more?
Yes, you got to make it this week.
Okay.
Yep, and you're going to speak with Market Max on Wednesday, right? So
Yeah.
we'll talk you into it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Later in the show, I'll be talking with Lynnette Loula, who is the director of the play, Father of the Bride, who will be premiering in Washington this weekend. So you'll want to stay tuned to hear more about that. But first, let's take a look at the weather. Mostly sunny, high of 63. It's in the 40s this morning. Beautiful fall morning tonight. It's clear, 36 degrees. And tomorrow, another beautiful day. Looks like sunny, high of 66. For community events, we have Farmers Market happening this Thursday at 5 p.m. And then the Wellness Park Playground grand opening is Friday at 2:30. So beautiful park out there by the Wellness Park. You'll have to check it out if you haven't yet, even if you don't have kids. It's a really nice new addition to the city of Washington, so make sure to check that out. Next, let's take a look at the police log. We have 3 calls. Looks like the first one reports he has a sick or injured cat under his deck. Requests an officer. 107 responded and an animal was taken to Pawsonmore. Happy ending.
Yeah, sick cat.
Sick cat. Taken to Pawsonmore. Next call reports 3 of their vehicles were egged last night. 107 responded occurred sometime between 2300 hours and 7:15. No suspects report to be filed.
There was another car egging report on the news. So
Okay.
maybe some bandits, some egging bandits.
The egg prices have gone down, so it is a little more affordable to be doing some egging. But yeah, that sounds like a mess to clean up. Last call reports a burgundy van was driving up and down the street and struck a row of mailboxes and damaged them. Requested an officer. 107 responded, exchanged information with the property owner. 5 mailboxes were damaged.
I feel like 5 is a lot.
That is a lot.
That's why I put that in there. I was like, they must have been going fast, or that was on purpose.
That was I think that sounds like that was their intention, or they were not. Maybe they were driving with the blindfold on and just hitting the mailboxes.
It happens.
Oh, man. Well, luckily, mailboxes instead of something more expensive like cars or people. So, very good. All right. That's all we have for the police report. When we come back from commercial break, I'll be speaking with Director Lynnette Loula.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers and sellers, to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Come and discover the perfect blend of fashion and home decor at Purposefully You Boutique and Home. Find that love it, gotta have it outfit or rustic farmhouse decor. Take one of our DIY sign workshops or rediscover a treasured piece of furniture with Annie Sloan chalk paint. Conveniently located at 107 West 2nd Street in Washington in the Carson Plumbing Building, 1 block north of the downtown square. Purposefully You Boutique and Home, where we are here to inspire you.
Hey, Emmy. How do you organize a space party?
How?
You plan it.
Plan it.
Welcome back to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with Lynn Loula, who is the director of the Father of the Bride play. How are you? Good morning.
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Lots on my mind with the play opening this Friday.
Yeah, I bet. I just asked you real quickly before we came on air how many shows you've directed, and you said...
It might be up to 100 now. I haven't counted lately, but the 15 years I directed the high school shows was twice a year, so that was 30.
Yeah.
And I had done a lot before that. So
You're gonna after the show, when you have so much free time, you'll have to go through and count
I
them
may do
all
that.
and jot them down.
After the show, 2 days later, we're going to Mexico for 2 weeks.
Okay. Hopefully on vacation.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Beach time.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the play and what people can expect.
Okay. To start with, I chose to do this play because the musicals that everybody has heard of have been doing so well lately, and our straight plays, as we show them, as we call them, our non-musicals, don't do so well. Okay. And I thought, what could we do? So this seemed to be a title that a lot of people would be familiar with because of the 3 different movies that were made out of this story. And that's why I chose it, and the Community Theater Board went along with that. And when I talk to people about it, they usually are familiar with it.
Yeah.
Of course, most people saw the one with Steve Martin back in '91. It's been that long ago.
Oh, wow.
But and they remember it being really funny and that kind of thing. So hopefully that strategy has worked. We started just before, we started rehearsing the day after Labor Day. So we've been at it about 6 weeks, which is what I usually like to do. Mm-hmm. We've got a great cast. Vern Miller is playing the father. And the story basically is that the father is just clueless. His oldest child is a girl, and he hasn't paid attention in recent years to her social life. And all of a sudden, she announces she's going to get married. Mm-hmm. And he's just in total shock. And then, of course, all of the plans come along, and then all of the expenses come along.
Yeah.
And he really just kind of loses it. And Vern is really funny in doing all this kind of thing. So I think it's a story that a lot of people can identify with at least a little bit. I think a lot of fathers have kind of gone along that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. I didn't realize that there was 3 movies after Father of the Bride, and then the Steve Martin one, 1991. Wow.
Yeah. Well, the first one was Spencer Tracy and Elizabeth Taylor played the bride.
Okay.
And then of course Steve Martin. And there's one that's just come out in the last, maybe in 20. I'm not sure how long ago. But Andy Garcia is the father. I haven't seen that one.
Okay.
But those are the 3. I've seen the first 2, and they're always funny.
Very good. So tell me a little bit more about the cast. So you have Vern Miller playing the father of the bride. I'm sure he's fantastic.
Yes,
like you said,
yes,
he's a funny,
he's going to be
funny
very
guy.
funny, very funny, and he can learn lines and puts a lot of physical stuff in with the humor, and that's just great. The last name of the family is Banks. Mrs. Banks is played by Kelly Jarlsberg, I think is the way to pronounce her last name. And she was a local girl. I directed her in high school shows. And she's moved back to Washington with her husband, and they're both very active in theater, and she's doing a great job too. The bride is being played by Jessica Ham. She had a small part in The Wizard of Oz, I think. But other than that, she's never been on stage before. So
wow. Very good.
But one of the most interesting things, I think, in this cast is Vern's oldest son, Aiden, is playing the groom.
Okay.
His next son, Wade, is playing the younger brother of the of the bride. So,
Okay.
of course, he's actually playing his father's son.
Yeah.
And then Vern's next son, Alec, is playing his brother's best friend.
Okay.
So all 4 of the Miller guys are in this show, and it's hysterical because to see how these boys are taking after their father on stage is really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. So how many people in total are in the show?
16.
Okay.
16. And it's always a bit of a challenge to get the cast. People don't really come to the auditions like you might wish they would.
Yeah.
So I and other directors I know had the same thing, that we end up doing a lot of calling and almost begging.
Yeah.
But once it all comes together, usually we can get a pretty good cast. And it was that way this time. But and another thing about it was that there were 2 parts that were written. The script, they were female, and I cast the other way around. They were male, and I cast them with female actors, and it was okay to do that. The script, in the back of the script, there was even a note saying it was okay to do that. And Kat Nelson, who's the manager out at the theater, told me that lately it's been the opposite. The back of the book might say, don't do that. Don't do any changes unless you contact us and get permission.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was really good to be able to do that. So it was supposed to be 10 men and 6 women, and it's kind of hard to get that many guys. So now it's 8 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Tell me a little bit about the costumes and the set, how that has all come together and...
Yeah. Well, again, mentioning Kat Nelson, she's in charge of the sets, and we generally use the floor plan that comes along with the show in the back of the script. But then that doesn't show you any color or anything like that. So Kat's come up with a real interesting set. And it's not a real difficult one. There's no stairways. There are only 2 doors that have to work, and all that kind of thing can make it kind of difficult.
Yeah.
And we build on Saturdays. And we've had a couple Saturdays that we had a great crew, mostly actors in the show that come out. And this last Saturday, there were, I think, 5 of us, or 6 maybe, and 4 of them were one family. The lady who's playing the wedding planner in the show, her name is Amber Adkins, I think is her last name. Another new person to the stage here. She brought her husband and 2 kids, and they all really worked, and we got a lot done. So you kind of keep your fingers crossed, and Kat always has a list of things. If I get people who can use tools, we'll do this. If I don't, we'll paint or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it's pretty much there now.
Good. Very good. And how about the costumes?
I actually haven't seen costumes yet, except for the bridal gown.
Okay.
If people may have seen the poster, which has the bride and the father in the poster, and she's wearing the dress, and I saw that one. But when I saw it, it would not zip up the back, and then Lisa Hughes, who's our costume person, had to alter it.
Oh.
So she had it on the other day again, and it's just beautiful. And Lisa found one. There were a couple of requirements. The play is set in the early 50s.
Okay.
And there's a lot of business involving the train on the dress. So it had to be a dress with the train.
Okay.
So that looks like it'll be real good. And a lot of the guys will be wearing tuxedos later in the play, because it goes from about maybe 3 months before up to the day of the wedding.
Okay.
And then the wedding is not actually in the play.
Okay.
They're just going away to the wedding. Everything is set at the very end.
Okay. Very cool. Sounds interesting. And what's the length of the show? What should people expect if they come to the show?
It'll be the usual, I think, about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
We're still kind of shaving off a little bit of time when we can. But that's always the last week, getting it all, doing the whole play every night and getting it down to a good running time is what we do.
Okay. So tonight's the first dress rehearsal, you said?
That's right.
That's
So
exciting.
We're all excited to see what these costumes will look like. And Lisa has been out there trying them on. You know, people have a break in the rehearsal and they go try on a costume, but I'm busy, so I haven't seen them yet, except for the bridal gown.
Yeah, awesome, very good. Well, let's head to commercial break, and then when we get back, we'll talk to Lynn more about how you can get tickets, what times the shows are, and more from Lynn.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors. So call her.
Welcome back to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Diana Rich, and I've been chatting with Director Lynnette Loula, Director of Father of the Bride, that's premiering in Washington this weekend. Play sounds really exciting and fun, and I hope I can get to that matinee show. Tell us when the show is.
Well, this Friday the 13th, is our opening night, and we play Friday the 13th and then Saturday the 14th. Okay. And then we jump to the following weekend and open again on Friday, and then we go the 20th, the 21st, and Sunday matinee on the 22nd. Okay. The shows are at 7:30, except the matinee, which is at 2:30.
Okay, very good. And were you going to say something else? Sorry.
Well, just go ahead to say the tickets are $6 for, I don't know if it's described as children or youth or students, but younger people, it's $6, yes. And then adults, it's $12.
Okay, very good. And how are ways people can get tickets?
They can call the box office out there. It's 319-653-5175. Okay. And go to the website, and then there's a QR code on the posters that people can use to order them. So if you see a poster, or you can go to the website, or the what we all have.
Facebook page?
Yes, the Facebook page, and get more information about that. Kat Nelson out at the theater does a lot of posting pretty much every day about what's going on and how to get your hands on a ticket and anything like that. And then we'll also be announcing our upcoming 24 season, and that'll be in the program actually at this show, so people can see what they can go to and enjoy again next year, because we keep on going.
Very good. So are tickets general admission, or when you're buying tickets, are you picking actual seats?
It's reserved seats.
Okay.
It's reserved seating. Yeah. So
get your tickets.
Get them as soon as possible.
All right. Although there's not really a bad seat in the house, but there are,
some better than others.
Yes, very good. So tell me, for people who haven't been to a play before or a show, what would you say to them, or what advice to get them out the door and to the play?
Yes, well, we want people to go to live theater, and there's so many other choices with movies at your fingertips everywhere. But live theater has the advantage of you actually interact with the people on stage, and people maybe not even realize that the actors are actually influenced by the crowd reaction. So it can be a better show if the crowd starts laughing early on, and that feeds the ideas that the actor may come up with, and it's going to be different every night. So we hope it's not too different.
Right. Yes.
But there are always little things, and from one season to another, different actors, different sets, different costumes. Everything makes it new and fresh every time we do a show.
Yeah, very good, fun. So people can get the tickets ahead of time, you said, or they can
walk
buy them at the door.
They can.
Okay. Very good. What else do people need to know?
It's going to be a lot of fun, and you should come.
All right. You hear that, Alex?
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Did you pick out the date that you're gonna go to the show? We need to get you out of your house.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Pick a date. Come on. We'll get you there.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, there you go. Take your girlfriend.
I'm actually going over to her house this weekend.
Okay.
So.
Well, next weekend.
Next weekend. And the next weekend.
Okay. Yes. Nope. Just 2 weekends. It's your only chance. So very good. Well, thanks for joining us today on the show and sharing more about Father of the Bride. It sounds like you have an exciting cast and,
I think so.
And a fun show that people can look forward to. Kind of a show for all ages.
Really, very much so. It's squeaky clean.
Very good. A family show for sure.
It is.
And your actors are ranging in age from
10 to in their 70s.
Okay, very good. Awesome. Very good. Well, thanks again for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And we have national days today. 2 of them.
Columbus Day.
It's Columbus Day?
It's Columbus Day today.
I didn't even look at a calendar. All right, I believe you.
And National Moldy Cheese Day. You like some moldy cheese?
I love myself cheese, but not so much moldy cheese. No, I'll pass. All right, and the birthday game.
And the birthday game.
All right, looks like I know one of these people. Maybe 2.
Oh, maybe no more.
Yes. Have you played the birthday game before?
I think I probably did when I was here before.
All right, so we'll each guess the name of the celebrity birthday. There's 4 of them. You get 1 point if you're within 3 years of their age, and 2 points if you're right on. And there's no prize for winning. Just the
pride.
Just the pride. Yes, yeah.
Bragging
rights.
First one. Sharon Osbourne. She's on AGT, or I think she was on America's Got Talent. Married to Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay. I will go 71.
I'll say 68.
Right on, 71.
Wow.
Lucky first guess.
2-1.
Yeah, you did get a point. Nice.
Next person, Guillermo del Toro.
Director.
He directs Shape of Water, Pacific Rim, bunch of other stuff.
59.
The new Pinocchio movie.
65.
Did you say 59?
I said 59. Lynn said 65.
59's right on.
Are you kidding me?
Diane.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket.
Okay. Jacob Batalon. He's in Spider-Man. He's Peter Parker's best friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I wouldn't have spotted that. 42.
35.
27.
27. Oh,
Right,
man.
you went close on
I
that
overshot
one.
him.
Last one. George Kittle.
George Kittle. This is my son's favorite football team. George Kittle. Let me see here. I'm going to go 28. 27.
I was going to say 28, so I'll take that.
Okay.
He is 30.
30.
You guys both get a point.
All right. Both got a point.
That's 5-2.
5-2. All right. Sorry, Lynn. I usually don't do that well. So, but I'll take it. All right. Yeah. Well, thanks again for joining us, and make sure to check out Father of the Bride. As Lynn mentioned, you can scan the QR code on posters you see to get tickets. You can stop by the community center. You can call out there and check out the website and the Facebook page and all kinds of options.
Right.
No excuses not to get a ticket.
That's right.
No excuses.
That's right.
All right. Thanks for joining us today on Washington Live. We hope you have a great